Today I'm here at EPCOT because Food and Wine has just started. It's now the first Saturday after it started. I think it's been open for 2 or 3 days now. So I'm here to check out Food and Wine. This is my favorite EPCOT festival, so I'm excited. I have some favorites, and I think since it is the first day that I'm here at the festival, there's plenty of time to try all the new stuff. I think this festival runs until November. So today, I'm gonna try some of my favorite things. So let's go get in there. There's gonna be lines, but let's get some food. As I'm walking in here, they don't have any festival passports currently. I think there was a misprint or they had to remove something from the books that were out initially because there were stickers in those books. So they're just likely reprinting them. So I'm kind of flying blind here. So that's another reason why I'm not trying anything new. I'm just gonna go ahead with some of my favorites because it's been a while since I've had them. Something I might end up doing this year is the hide and squeak. The redeemable prize is actually an insulated lunchbox, which I think is pretty cool. So who knows, we might do that at some point, but we're gonna head in here into Creation Shop to check out some of the new festival merchandise. Taking a look at the merchandise here, there's a lot of cups. A lot of cups. I like the design for this year's Food and Wine Festival. Something that stands out is actually these coasters that make a cheeseburger. It's really cute. This is a really cute product. $24.99. Some ornaments. I love these salt and pepper shakers in the shape of trash cans. I've always wanted some of these, just the standard theme park trash cans, not the like special festival trash cans. Hopefully I'll come across some of the normal trash cans. Some t-shirts. I actually really like this shirt here. And this shirt is $34.99. I actually might eventually get this. A lot of the festival merchandise goes on sale towards the end of the festival, so I'm not too quick to buy any of this. This is a nice button-up shirt, but it is $135. Some Rain Spooner name brand stuff. Another thinner Spirit jersey. Actually, I really like this thickness compared to the other ones. My thing about Spirit jerseys is this thick printing that goes so far down the arms. Then we've got some ears. These are cute. The Choose Your Course sign up there. Those are cute. And these are $34.99. And here we have the pass holder t-shirt for Food and Wine. I gotta say, this is really ugly. It's extremely thin. It looks like a women's cut, maybe. And it's $40. If this is the only pass holder t-shirt that they have for Food and Wine, this is kind of ridiculous. I did find this really cute pin though. The pass holder pin. That's really cute with Figment on it. There's also a whole line of Encanto related Food and Wine merchandise. There's another t-shirt. This is $34.99, normal price. There's a tumbler. Another tray. This one is much smaller than the other one that is over in that direction. It's $11.99. Hold your food. They don't give out trays at any of the festival booths, so having your own tray is really nice. There's also this blanket. It's a blanket. That's really cool. For $40. There it is, extended. That's actually a really nice blanket. I like that. Like a picnic blanket. And then here is a zip-up jacket. Here's something else I overlooked. It's a little reusable to-go box for food. $14.99, $15. This is really cute. It's perfect size for like a sandwich, some snacks. It's nice and hard. It's a thick plastic. That's really cute. I really like this. And here are some more pins related to Food and Wine. Got this one, which is just a general logo. This one here, which is $20. And this one was $17.99. Then you have an Encanto with Mirabelle on it. This is $20. And then one with the whole familia, all the cousins, $17.99. While I'm here, I noticed Disney still has all their displays for all their Pride merchandise out. There's still a lot of Pride merchandise. Lots of Spirit jerseys, t-shirts, stuffed Mickeys. This is awesome to see that this stuff is still out. Universal has already done away with all their Pride merchandise displays in their stores that I've noticed. But Disney still has all their Pride merchandise out here in EPCOT. I know it is still out at Magic Kingdom. I did see it there as well recently. So it's good to see that Disney just didn't discard of all this stuff as soon as June was over. We're almost through July and they still have all this stuff out, which is really awesome to see. I would like salt and peppers with just these normal trash cans. That's what I want, not the festival ones. Something interesting here at the beginning of this festival is usually there's some kind of like festival photo op here. There's not a photo op, but there's a sidewalk. But I am wondering if this is just delayed, but could they possibly be waiting on World Celebration to open, where they are going to have new areas and planters for signs for the festivals? Something new for this year is the brewing lab over at the Odyssey Pavilion, featuring the Muppets, Beaker and Dr. Honeydew. I'm definitely going to try this. They have some Impossible, like Buffalo Impossible chicken wings that I want to try over there. But it's like the new thing. A lot of people are really into that right now. There's a pickle milkshake, which I'm not going to get, but that's really busy. So I'm not going there today. Again, I'm doing some of my favorite stuff, but I'm excited to try this. As we're actually entering World Showcase here, this is another area that makes me think that maybe they're waiting on World Celebration, which will have the actual like decor, the big, photo op decor for the festivals. Usually there's something right here, but there's not. So that's, again, either, that's delayed or something, or they're waiting on World Celebration to open. So as I'm walking through here, I'm actually heading to France for the first thing that I'm going to eat, but I'm seeing people walk around with the passports, and it looks like they have them available at each of the individual booths. So I'm gonna grab one and see what might be the holdup at the front of the park, because usually they have a whole kiosk area at the front of the park, but they don't have them up there, so we'll see what's going on with that. I'm not gonna get it today because it is hot, but this Fisherman's Seafood Pie is one of my favorite things at Food and Wine, but it's a little too hot for that today. I'll get that later on. And I did get a passport. They were handing them out at the different booths. And I heard that there was a sticker on the refreshment port page because the beaver tails were no longer coming to Food and Wine, but it looks like they've already fixed it. So I'm not sure why they don't have these at the front of the park. First stop here is at France. I'm getting the croissant escargot. One of my favorites. Very, very good. All right, so here's what we're looking at to get started. I actually ended up getting the cheese bread from Brazil because it was the next thing on my list, actually, and it was right next to France, so I just ended up getting that. This was $5. I believe this was $7.99. I'll have to check the price, but it was about $7. But let's give it a go. Bon appetit. I crave this. It's so buttery, so flaky, so garlicky. And I personally really, really like the texture of escargot, of snails. And I definitely recommend getting this. Little look on the inside. Dark piece, there is a snail. There's not a lot of snails in there, so if you are sus of snails escargot, I definitely recommend giving this a try. It's really well covered up in the croissant and the garlic mix on top, the butteriness. Definitely recommend this. All right, next up we have the cheese bread from Brazil. These are a lot smaller than I remember them being, and they're a lot denser. So I think maybe they didn't bake as well as they usually do, but they're still really good. It's so, if you look at that, it's so hard to explain, but it's like bread if it were made out of cheese. But it's really good. This is a favorite. Always get this. This is like an every time I come here I get it kind of thing. I'd say that's a pretty successful start to Food and Wine. Two of my favorite things down. And now, chicken bun. Now this was my favorite thing at Food and Wine Festival. However, I found out you can actually get this in Disney Springs. So it's not something I get every single time anymore because, I mean, I can get it any time of the year I want, but this is so good. And I've tried to make my own chicken buns, bows. I've tried to find them, to buy them on my own, but something about this Disney chicken bun, the mixture of the chicken on the inside, teriyaki chicken, is just so good. This is a must-have if you're coming here. And again, they sell these at, I think it's a place called Yasake in Disney Springs. They sell these, so get them. They're good. The Brazilian cheese bread and the chicken bun, they're both super basic things. They're not anything, you know, fancy or adventurous. The escargot is adventurous, and I love it. Love it. When I went to France, I had so much escargot. Man, I'm sweating so much. It's so hot. But the chicken bun, it's a well-known thing. It's good. Just get it. I mean, it's a standard. It's a mainstay here at Food and Wine. But get it. If you don't come during Food and Wine, get it at Disney Springs. It's good. It's really good. Brazilian cheesy bread, that is only available here during Food and Wine. I've tried to make it at home. They sell like frozen versions of it at the grocery store, and it's not quite the same. But the ones here are just really good. The ones today, they were good. They were just super dense. And I think that, you know, when I tried to make them at home from scratch, that's kind of how they came out. They came out super dense. So could have just been the batch that they made today, but 3 things down. 3 things. I have one more thing that I'm getting today, and I'm satisfied. This is a good trip. With that, Remy's hide and squeak game that I mentioned earlier, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for Remy with vegetables or food, and you go around and you put a sticker of the food on the country where you found that. So here, this is Remy with some zucchini. I'm not really going to zoom out anymore, so if you want to do this, you can find them on your own. But that's what you're looking for. Over here at the American Pavilion, just like they did for Flower and Garden, they have the Eat to the Beat Festival concert series. Here's a look at the artists that will be at the Eat to the Beat concert series. Lots of good ones, lots of good ones. Philip Phillips, I'm gonna come see him. I think We the Kings is coming later on. Hanson, Billy Ocean, Hoobastank. I'm gonna be coming out for a lot of these. The carrot cake here at the American Pavilion is another really, really awesome dessert here for Food and Wine. I really like it. I'm not really eating a lot of sweet things today, so I'm gonna save that for another time, but that is another go-to. Here at the Italy booth, there's some live entertainment going on, but it's always really funny. These are all new items at the Italy booth, and there's like a curse here where every single festival, the booth always has a completely new menu. Nothing will ever stick. For some reason, they just cannot get the menu items right here at Italy. It's quite funny. And I don't know why they can't get it right at the Italy booth. I mean, Italian food is awesome. It's pasta and all that kind of stuff. it should be something that's easy and delicious, but for some reason, maybe that's why. Maybe it's just something that, you know, like, I can get tortellini anywhere, or I can get, you know, pasta anywhere. So maybe people don't really do that, raviolis, that kind of stuff. Who knows? But I don't know. Maybe it's because it's more heavy stuff. It's cheese, it's carbs, it's hot. People don't really want that. They don't think of that first. You know, there's so many other things that come up before that. But it's funny. All new menu again. And as we've just passed Germany, we have the Kenya booth, and I'm going over here to Refreshment Outpost for my next item. The last item that I'm going to eat today. Delicious. This is a plant-based item, so this is a good item for anybody who doesn't eat meat or wants to avoid that kind of stuff or wants to, you know, try plant-based stuff. This is a good option. Here we have the spicy githeri from the Refreshment Outpost, and this is white beans, pigeon peas, curried Bin's original long grain and wild rice, and kachumbari slaw. This is really good. I have this every single year. Great option, great plant-based option. And I know spicy is in the name, but it isn't actually that spicy. It has a ton of flavor though. The rice, Bin's original, so much flavor in Bin's original rice. The beans are well cooked. The slaw on top is really nice. This is just a really nice dish, and for $5, this is an excellent deal. I love this. I get this all the time. Definitely recommend getting the spicy githeri. Something about that Refreshment Outpost is that it's really popular for drinks. So they only have one festival food item, which is the spicy githeri, but they have a lot of drinks there. So there was a really long line, and only a few people I saw with the githeri. So just keep in mind that if you're going to go there, you probably will have to wait a little bit because of the drinks. There's a lot of people getting drinks, drinking around the world. Breeze is picking up, and it looks like we have maybe some storm clouds rolling in. But while I'm out here, good time to update things for the month of July. In World Showcase, they're still working on the replacement for Harmonious. There are a lot of pylons, or whatever you call those things, being put into the center of the lagoon. That is going to be the infrastructure for the big centerpiece of the new show. Some heavy equipment out here for all that. Then we'll walk around front and see what's going on with the center area of the park. And here we are at Mexico, completing the loop around World Showcase. We did it. I'm a person that likes to start in France. I like to start on that side. What do you? Let me know. Do you start in France? Do you start in Mexico? And the Mexico Pavilion going into Port of Entry is one of the worst bottlenecks. I actually recently ate at La Cantina. I had the arroz con pollo. It was very good, actually. I actually really enjoyed that. But I'm gonna make my way to the front of the park. Take a look inside the brewing lab. Not gonna get anything there, but might as well look inside. This is that Impossible plant-based chicken tenders that I'm gonna try at some point. They actually look really good. Let's go say hello to the Muppets at the Odyssey Pavilion. And like I had mentioned earlier, this is a crowded place. Very crowded place. These are, well, the pickle milkshake is the real puller here. But I actually might try this. The frozen fusion. Actually sounds quite good. But this is a milkshake. I would try this. And I love pickles. It sounds like it should be okay, but it's a milkshake. And I shouldn't be drinking milkshakes. So maybe I'll have a taste of it if I ever come with somebody who gets it, but I'm not going to buy it on my own. And in here they do have screens playing clips of Muppets, Beaker, and Dr. Honeydew. It's really funny because the days counter actually moves. I love that. I wish it was physical Muppets, but screens with physical, like moving interactive elements are still pretty cool. And for Festival of the Arts, they actually had Figment up here, and I wish they would have put Muppets up there. That's what I thought they might do, but it doesn't look like they're gonna do that. The Odyssey Pavilion is definitely something I'm gonna try at some point. Not right now. The new factor of it is drawing a lot of people out, so it's really crowded, but we'll get it eventually. Like I said, this festival is going until November, which is a very long time, so plenty of time to try all the new stuff. So we're gonna start taking a look here at the center area of the park, and I noticed there's a truss there with some lights and speakers on it, which I think is really interesting. Over here on the back side of Communicore, we have still those lighting towers going up with a lot of 360 lighting units on it. This area is actually going to be a concert live music space. So under that overhang right there, just above the wall, is going to be a stage. And I believe everywhere in between these lights and everything is going to be standing area to watch and listen. That should actually be really awesome. I'm actually excited about that part. In my last video here at EPCOT, over here where the Lion King topiaries used to be, there were walls all over here. And I believe I said in that video that within a couple weeks that all the walls would be down and those bathrooms will be open. Well, the walls are down and the bathrooms are open. This has been this way for at least 2 weeks now, so that's good to see. Over here at the Imagination Pavilion's jumping fountains, this is what you can expect a lot of at Journey of Water. Lots of fountains and stuff like this, which concerns me a bit because we have all these jumping fountains here. Here comes some. Oh, it's broken. That's not good. But it concerns me a bit because we have Moana's Journey of Water going in over there, which is going to be a lot of jumping fountains. And it's not that far from these, which makes me believe, you know, if you put 2 and 2 together, like, why do you need so much interactive fountains all in one place? Could something be happening over here? I know a lot of people would be upset to see these original pieces go, but I mean, if they want something to be done with the Imagination Pavilion, which something needs to be done with the Imagination Pavilion, it's going to be this whole area, including all this. The reverse fountains, Disney, those have to stay though. And up here you can actually get a good look into the new pit along the Imagination Pavilion. Looks like they are doing some work down in the ground there. Hopefully this won't take too long. This is mostly a grassy area, so do all the infrastructure and pipe work and whatever they're doing down there, cover it, lay down some grass, and this should be open. Hopefully this is a really nice relaxing area when it is open. I think once Communicore is done, this is going to be a really good photo spot because this building is going to have some kind of like iridescent kind of shimmering wall on it, which will be really cool with Spaceship Earth in the background. And we have made it to Journey of Water. Right beyond these canvas walls is Journey of Water, which has been testing quite a bit for cast members and their guests. So it's very close. Very, very close. Let's see if we can walk around here and actually hear it. I was here not too long ago and we could hear it testing. It doesn't look like the main like rockwork marquee, quote unquote, is going currently. The waterfalls are on, but the misting isn't on, so I don't think they're testing currently. I also don't hear any music, but there's a look of that. It looks really awesome. I'm excited to get in here to see what this looks like. Very soon, very, very soon. Possibly September. But we'll get on the monorail here and let's see if we can take a look down inside. It is starting to rain a little bit, so this rain cloud is finally starting to let some rain loose. So good timing, good timing. Gonna head onto the monorail. We have to ride over to TTC first and then just loop back around. So catch you all when we're back on the way back to EPCOT, looking down into the construction area for World Celebration, see how far along that is. Again, possibly September, later in September, possibly that's when World Celebration is going to open. Just some deduction in terms of, you know, when some festival booths are going to open, where those booths are located. It already does. Oh, it's really starting to rain now. It's September, maybe. Don't quote me on. We got up here just in time. If you look way back there, World Showcase, it's raining very heavily back there. It is blowing in just in time. Perfect timing. So taking a trip around on the monorail, we can see that there is a lot of work still happening down in the center area of EPCOT. There's a lot of progress, but there's a long way to go still. Fortunately, most of it is path work, landscaping, planters. So a lot of that stuff won't take long. As long as they can quickly get the path work and stuff done, then, you know, the landscaping and planters shouldn't take very long. Dreamer's Point, where the statue of Walt is coming along, they have a nice decorated wall back in that area. But Moana is done, it looks like. I mean, it is done. It is done. They have people going through it, not today, but there are cast members and guests with cast members going through Moana Journey of Water. So it's just a matter of time now. I think they're just waiting to open the entire thing up all at once. I wouldn't be surprised if we see pass holder previews opening up for Journey of Water within the month of August. That's what I'm expecting. And I'm now off of the monorail. And I will say, if you don't want to go into EPCOT, if you're here at the very last minute, you don't want to walk all the way back to World Showcase to watch fireworks, this exit platform from the monorail is a great view of the fireworks. I actually came up here and watched the 4th of July fireworks from this vantage point. I'll put in a clip of that right now. This was a great spot to watch fireworks. So if you are here on a super short budget, you don't have a ticket to EPCOT, but you want to see fireworks at EPCOT with the amazing view of Spaceship Earth, I definitely recommend taking a ride on the monorail and just planning it so that you get off the monorail right around 9 o'clock so that you can have a view from this location. And those 4th of July EPCOT fireworks are really something else. The finale of that show, I think I heard somebody describe it as, it feels like something is going wrong, and it does. It feels like something is going wrong, but it's not. They just go big. They go out with a big bang here on 4th of July. And if you can get here on 4th of July, it's one of the busier days, and it does often hit capacity. That's one of the days where it hits capacity, but I would definitely recommend coming to EPCOT and seeing that show. Hopefully one day I can see it from inside the park, but not this year, maybe next year. All right, that's gonna do it for me here today. First day for me at 2023 Food and Wine Festival at EPCOT. Trying all my favorites, had a great time. It was all very delicious. Highly recommend everything I had today. But we will be back to try all the new stuff here at Food and Wine. There's a lot of new stuff I want to try also. So we will definitely be back. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.